Okay, come. Okay.
It's good that Brazil and Real Madrid soccer sensation Vinicius Junior isn't a boxer, because, quite frankly, he'd get his ass whooped in a boxing ring. Recently, former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou joined the training camp of the world's most successful football club, Real Madrid, where he met with global icons like Vinicius Junior, who has this supernatural ability to take on multiple defenders at a time and rip through them to score a wonder goal. But while his feet are magical, his hands, not so much. Fan reactions to the footage of Vinny and Ngannou were hilarious. One Twitter user said, "A slap from Francis and Vinny will forget his football talents. See body. Vinny gonna get in the gym and get some hands. We need him to learn how to defend himself when they try to bully him on the field." Vinicius might as well learn from the baddest man on the planet, but it's great to see friendly banter between two of the biggest stars in their respective sports. Vinicius Junior was okay, but can Ngannou take a body shot from Mike Tyson? Ngannou is set to battle Tyson Fury in a boxing match in Saudi Arabia, and he recently expressed his wish to train with Iron Mike as well as another former heavyweight world champion, Lennox Lewis, for the fight.
I think getting some advice or some training from Mike Tyson would be good. I also think of somebody like Lennox Lewis, which could be good. He has. I love his boxing style. Very basic, but very sharp, efficient. 1-2, all those stuff like classic, but very good. I love stuff like that. So yes, one of those guys. We are definitely reaching out.
Mike Tyson would definitely help the big man.
You showed him 4 years ago how to fight Fury, you remember?
Yeah.
Now he's fighting Fury. What do you think?
Yeah, I think anything's possible. The hard punch.
Do you want to coach him? Do you want to help him?
I like to do that. That would be cool. I like that. Yeah.
Help Ngannou.
I like that.
Are we making Creed 4 here, guys? Conor McGregor surprised his fiancée with a lavish gift, but was trolled for it. Before we dive deeper into that story, please subscribe to Takedown MMA and turn on those notifications. Thank you. Conor McGregor never shies away from expressing his love for his fiancée, Dee Devlin, and he recently surprised her by gifting her a Range Rover worth $150,000, adding to her luxurious car collection. The Notorious shared a video of himself gifting Devlin the silver motor on Instagram this past weekend.
Rangers years, yeah. Since the start, I got you into the Rangers, yeah. Wow, look at this. There you go. That is an absolute beauty. All the kids, yup. All the kids into the back of that. Oh, yes. Get up.
McGregor, who has been accused of sexual assault by multiple women in the past, landed in more trouble last month when he was accused of forcing himself on a woman during an NBA game in Miami. Although his legal team has dismissed the allegations as false, fans were quick to troll the Irishman for gifting his fiancée a Range Rover, claiming that it was an apology gift for allegedly cheating on her. One Instagram user said, quote, "She must love these kind of apologies." Another one said, quote, "What a great apology. Sorry I'm in the middle of a sex scandal. This should make you feel better." Another one said, quote, "Maybe stop cheating on her and love her and shower her with kindness versus the embarrassment."
Thank you, everybody. I enjoyed reading your mean tweets. I will wipe my tears with my money and carry on. Thank you so much.
Chick magnet Charles Oliveira is set to battle for the lightweight championship against Islam Makhachev at UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi in October. And he has the support of adult star Kendra Lust. Kendra is a huge MMA fan, and she regularly follows the action as well as gives her opinions on the fight game on her Beauty and the Beast podcast with UFC middleweight contender Julian Marquez. Just like the rest of the MMA world, Kendra is also excited about the lightweight title fight between Oliveira and Makhachev. The Brazilian took to Twitter after the fight was announced and said, quote, "I'm very happy. Let's get what's ours. Thank you, Jesus." Responding to Oliveira's tweet, Kendra bucked him up. American Kickboxing Academy spearhead Javier Mendez believes Tom Aspinall will 100 million% be a UFC champion down the road. Aspinall made a stunning return from injury to dispatch Marcin Tybura in the first round at UFC London, bouncing back into the win column, before calling out the GOAT John Jones. Though we haven't seen enough of Aspinall in the octagon, Mendez thinks he has the tools to be a champion. Quote, "Based on everything I see, Tom Aspinall is 100 million% going to be the future heavyweight champion. Based on what I've seen and what I've heard about him, I think people don't know how great this guy is. I even heard he's a sparring boxing champion, and he's been boxing for a long time. That just shows me the level he's at. And he's not really shown his level in the UFC, as his fights haven't lasted that long. He's thoroughly dominated everyone." That being said, Mendez would favor Jones if the two fought in the near future. Quote, "Tom Aspinall 100% would have a chance against John Jones. I'd favor Jones, though, because if he takes the fight, he knows he can't do it. But if we give Aspinall a few more fights and experience, then I might reverse my pick." John Jones has had enough of people disrespecting him. In a pair of deleted tweets, he clapped back at everyone who thinks Aspinall would give him a run for his money, saying in the first tweet, quote, "Everyone's the next big thing until I beat them." And then it's like, well, who was that guy anyway? Just a few months ago, Cyril Gahn was the absolute future of MMA. Best footwork, the fastest heavyweight we've ever seen, the most athletic. Now everyone's like, who the hell's that guy? And then the second tweet said, quote, "Sometimes I feel like I've been in a deja vu. Everyone's going to be the guy to kick my ass. Meanwhile, I'm here undefeated with a face full of gray hair." Who would win a fight between Tom Aspinall and John Jones? Zabit Magomedovsharipov is the biggest what-if in UFC history. In 2022, the Dagestani retired from the sport all of a sudden, despite an impressive 18-1 record, and despite only being 31 years old. The main reason for Zabit's retirement was his health issues, but there was other stuff going on behind the scenes. For instance, the UFC promised him a title shot after his victory against Calvin Kattar, but the promotion later took a U-turn on their promise, and that angered him. Recently, Magomedovsharipov revealed that to lure him out of his retirement, the UFC offered him a title shot against Alexander Volkanovski, but he refused to accept it since he doesn't want to compete anymore. In an interview with a Russian media outlet, here's what Zabit had to say, quote, "There was such an offer about a UFC title fight, but I refused. I probably won't be back. There were a lot of reasons to end my career. There's no main one." Who would have won a potential fight between Zabit Magomedovsharipov and Alexander Volkanovski? UFC lightweight contender Renato Moicano believes that Paul Craig is a terrible fighter. Craig made a successful middleweight debut at UFC London, dispatching Andre Muniz in the second round. In his post-fight interview, the Scot called for a fight against wrestling phenom Bo Nickel. If that fight's booked, Moicano thinks that Bear Jew will get his butt whooped.
I know you guys gonna roast me to saying that, but he's terrible, my brother. Even his top position on the first round, he got reversed very easily. I think what happened in this fight was Sergipano is a jiu-jitsu player too, so he accepted the guard and stuff, but Paul Craig stand-up is terrible, and he was talking about Bo Nickel. Bo Nickel would destroy him. Kazmat would destroy him. So I know you guys like that kind of stuff, but let me tell you something. He's terrible.
Do you agree with Renato Moicano? Let us know your thoughts on today's stories in the comment section below. To stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of mixed martial arts and boxing, please subscribe to Takedown MMA and turn on those notifications. Thank you for your continued love and support, and we'll see you in the next one.